A massive show of force, tanks, artillery, more than 100,000 Russian troops. The U.S. military says this is now a strong enough force to take over the country of Ukraine. On Monday, the UN Security Council will put the issue front and center, with the U.S. ambassador saying she will try to make Russia feel isolated in the world.
Our voices are unified in calling for the Russians to explain themselves. We're going to go in the room prepared to listen to them, but we're not going to be distracted by their propaganda.
And the Ukrainian ambassador to the U.S. is hoping to rally the international community as well with a warning.
If Ukraine will be further attacked by Russia, of course they will not stop after Ukraine.
But with Russia able to veto any action at the UN, this is likely to be more theater than a solution. But one prominent U.S. senator has a new suggestion, saying the U.S. can't give in to Russia's demands that Ukraine will not join NATO, but Ukraine can.
But it's his decision to make. If he decides that the future membership, if there's to be one in NATO for Ukraine, and the question of Russian occupation of Ukraine are two things to put on the table, I think we may move toward a solution to this.
This week, the U.S. Senate is expected to take up a bill that would spell out severe consequences if Russia acts.
Which would include sanctions, which would include more military assistance, which would include helping them to fight back against the cyber attacks that the Russians continue to use against Ukraine, and also to help on the disinformation campaign that Russia is actively involved in to try to destabilize the Zelensky government.
But the Biden administration wants to hold off on sanctions as a deterrent, hoping that the threat of freezing Russia out of the international banking system is enough to stop any military action, which Russia says it has no intention of taking. In Kiev on Sunday, a show of gratitude. Ukrainians take to the streets to send a message that they appreciate the support, even as many hope they won't need it. Patty Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.